Well, now to calculate mean and other descriptive stats, you can again go to this option analyze, and then you can see here descriptive stats. In descriptive stats, all your descriptive statistics are lying there, and you can take whichever suits your purpose. So currently you can see the first talks about frequencies. Frequencies are like say most basic type of descriptive stats. They simply tell the number of time a particular observation occur in a data. For example, you might be interested in knowing how many individuals in this data set are of say 25 years is, how many individuals are of say 46 years is there any repetition. There might be 2 or 3 or more number of peoples who are of say 25 years or 46 years. So for that you may wish to calculate the frequencies. So if you want to do that, so click on frequencies and you can see a dialog box like this, and you can see an automatic checkbox, automatically checked checkbox here, and that reads as display frequency table. So if you click this, you are going to see frequency table. Fine. And apart from this, you can see we have options like statistics, and in this just look at the dialog box and try to understand. Suppose we have no background in stats and just we want to know what sorts of descriptive stats are there. So we can take help of SPSS to teach ourselves the types of descriptive stats. And you can see how SPSS has categorized various sorts of descriptive stats for you. We have measures of central tendency here. All in all, if you look at this dialog box, you are going to find that there are 4 types of descriptive stats. One we can call measures of central tendency, another we can call measures of dispersion. So they contain standard deviation, minimum, maximum, variance, range, standard error of mean, skewness, and kurtosis. So they are the measures of distribution. And then we have measures of location. So measures of location basically tell you where the score is located in a series of observations. So once again I repeat, there are 4 types of descriptive stats. One we call measures of central tendency. They basically tell you where your data is concentrated, where most of the observations lie, and within them we have mean, median, mode, and sum of all the scores. Then as opposite to measure of central tendency, we might be interested in communicating what is the spread of scores, to what extent scores are spread away from the mean or the central scores. So for that you can use measure of standard deviation. For example, if in your office you want to communicate that salary of a person A is highly distinct as compared to say all other persons working in this office, and if I say distinct, it might be very less or very high. It could be both the situation. So for that you can look at the measure of dispersion. So what is the standard deviation of a salary scores in that particular office? So if standard deviation is high, so it might be that in this office many individuals are earning very high, many individuals are earning very less. And that's why we are having a huge spread of scores. Of course, if there is like say highs and lows, so minimum and maximums would be huge. There will be huge difference between the minimum and maximum scores. So that is going to spread your entire scores in a wide range. So range would again be high. So this is basically going to tell you to what extent scores are dispersed or spread from each other. So measures of dispersion. Now, if you wish to communicate the shape of your distribution, I mean to what way or in what way this age variable or glucose variable or any variable that you are studying or is a variable of interest are distributed, or if you plot them, how they looks, how you can visualize them. So in that case you have the measures of distribution, and we have 2 measures here, skewness and kurtosis, and we are going to understand and calculate them in the coming lectures. And finally, in one of the most fascinating commonly used measure of descriptive stats is a percentile scores. So percentiles we often use, and percentiles are nothing but a type of score that tell you what percentage of people in a given set of observations lie below a particular score. For example, if in an office somebody is earning say $10,000, and you can say that see in this office around 90% individuals are earning less than $10,000. So 90th percentile is 10,000 in this case. So that can be again very instructive in many competitive examinations. Like in India we have CAT, common admission test for MBAs examination. So in that case you don't get the percentages, averages, you get the percentile score. So that basically tell you what are the percentage of candidates scoring below a particular candidate or a particular score. So for that we are going to take help of percentiles, and quartiles are nothing but a type of percentiles. In fact, as their name suggests, if you divide all the percentiles, that can vary from 0 to 100 into 4 categories, 4 groups or 4 quarters, so we call them quartiles. So friends, these are all types of descriptive stats available in SPSS, and that we are going to use and calculate in the coming lectures.